just gonna read about 3, 4 more short ones, and then hopefully, we may have some more people that want to share. You want to share? Oh yeah, definitely. So yeah. So I'll read this poem. It's titled "Can I Live Here?" And it explains, I guess, I felt the need to write a poem about, I guess, why I write poems and what this does for me. So it's titled, "Can I Live Here?" Peace is a wishbone snapping to a free verse of metal. When heart could find none in this dimly lit chest cavity, it sought out an alternative dwelling place. My notebook was never meant to be a meat cleaver. Just a bucket of pocket watches I'd soak my feet in after long hours of dreaming, stumble home, fatigue carving itself into a yawn. I'd maneuver my body into a rocking chair's maple wood teeth and dizzy ship anchor myself into nostalgia. It was to be house built from memories. A dining room of butchered palms left juggling knives and forks, a family of wrists desperately trying to slice yesterday into smaller pieces, easier to chew and forget. When heart skipped out on body, it left its pulse. Wanted no remnants of oppression. Leave the beating behind. Page teach dead things stillness and revival. Here, in this home designed by quills, I need fistfights against demons. Heart found more than mattress, found sanctuary between margins. It worships walls that have sworn not to crumble. Well, since I read first dates, I guess I'll read second dates. And this is the other part of the series poem. Second dates. The serrated side of a knife will chase a man from his home. Stepfather is no exception. He is crack house Harlem mortgages, flame tarnishing silverware. Mother is a plague of accusations. After late nights, she searches collars for the lipstick smears of ghost, a non-existent. I know you've been sleeping with the babysitter. He is snake slithering to avoid argument and vacant side of the bed. Mother is a nightmare's aftertaste, mixture of nicotine and road, reason for his vanishing. My stepfather is treasure hidden within mausoleum. He is the strongest brick laid in the wrong building. His frowns are stress cracks. After his departure, Mother borrowed a blank stare from the empty street. She became the hypnotist's secretary, numb to everything outside her pulse, even me. When wedding bells begin to rot and spoil, not even the salt in a child's tears can preserve love. Together, they are rose trapped in thorn bush. I lived amidst the rubble of their marriage. Eventually, the cops came to pry me from the debris. To this day, I stand in the rain because I'm still rinsing off the ash. And I'm just going to read 2 more. So I guess I'll read this. I'll read this one. It's this poem comes from, it was the beginning stages of me actually, this was one of the first poems I wrote for the book. It's actually my favorite. And it's because I was in a coffee shop getting ready to meet with one of my writing mentors, and he was actually working with one of his other mentees, so I had to sit down and wait a while. And I'm just looking around at all these people in this, little coffee shop. They're writing on their laptops and everything. And when you think of writers, at least when I thought of writers, I saw them, in the coffee shop, in the corner of the coffee shop, writing with their cup of coffee and their donut or whatever, and they're just, all on like in the countryside, you know, sitting on their porch and things like that. So I just, I came up with this. It's called Brew. 1 grande chip frappuccino, extra shot of espresso, topped with whipped cream. Hold the fudge. Spiraled from the lips of the man in the trench coat, tapping his fingers against the countertop, suggesting his car is double parked outside in the gleaming sun. I looked on from the back of this chic cafe with a cup of steaming hot cocoa I let sit to avoid the tongue's misery. My laptop and thoughts of doing this here for a living. My future aglow in the knuckles of these lyric soothsayers and their stained teeth, ink blots. I imagine their bodies writing all that I am. I say to myself, I'm here too. So I begin typing, trying to keep up with who I aspire to be. Elevator music calming hovers loosely like an untamed strand of smoke. I got flow now, writing poems about a boy who sees his work in newspapers, national journals, pressed against the ocean. He's sitting at a table, shoulders squared, works of art gloating all around him, sipping a hot cup of Java. Yeah, he graduated from the small stuff with a scorched mouth, thumbing through pages of mistakes, how he lost himself. When the sharp shatter of a coffee mug meeting ceramic tile causes me to lose my train of thought, I notice the guy in the trench coat, face sour. Excuse me, ma'am, this isn't what I ordered. The last poem I read, it's titled Philomath. Well, I'm not, to this day, I don't even know exactly how to pronounce this word, but I pronounce it Philomath, says no to a book. And basically, Philomath is a lover of learning, so someone who loves to learn. So this is what I came up with when I found out what that word meant. The greatest of thinkers are the least social. Logic with no tongue for manifestation. Einstein adopted children because he was unable to calculate the formula for lovemaking. His wife's nakedness, profession rather pleasure, a conundrum this orator of numbers could not solve. Rumor has it that when discussing astrological findings, Sir Isaac Newton wept in a spectrum of colors. He realized each star had a mate to become constellation, but there is no mistress for scholars of proportion. Foolish is the one waiting for a chariot in fields of contemplation. He who attempts to uncover the physics of a kiss is dust to a bookshelf. There is lesson in the embrace that gives need to question gravity's birthright. Philosophy trickles down bloodlines, yet love is not inherited. It is not a gesture for understanding, unless one understands the heart, its aches and mirth, how it shatters refracting light, symbol of thought. However, it is not conceived. One cannot study love, a theoretical state of being, citizen of imagination. Even when the brain is asleep, thoughts wander. Too is true of love. In hate, it persists. Emotion is more than the static of nerve endings. It is this body assuring another that it is here for the long run. It is a chest whispering, I won't desert you. How genius can one be if they fail to realize that the mind too turns to ash? Death allows no carry-ons. Yet there is movement in the stillest of states. When the limbs stop responding, the heart continues beating some moments after. This is not theory, but law, that love lives on. Thank you.